Hello and welcome to the sixth and last film in our Floors and Ceilings series, in which we look at how openings for stairs are made in floors and ceilings. If you compare the span direction of the floor and the position of the stairs in these two drawings, you will see that there are two ways of making openings for stairs in a floor: parallel to the span direction or at right angles to it. And though you may not realize it immediately, this choice has a considerable impact in terms of load bearing. Let us take a look at the various forces at work in the floor. When the stairs are set parallel to the span direction of the floor, there is no change in the situation of the floor spans adjacent to the opening. There is only one section spanning the width of the stairs where the load-bearing conditions change. The situation is more complex when the stairs are arranged at right angles to the span direction. Here, the greater part of the floor is no longer supported on the wall, and so time-consuming steps must be taken to divert load transmission. With reinforced concrete floors, diverting load transmission around floor openings and staircase-bearing points means incorporating more reinforcing steel. In this photograph of the building site at the Provost Church in Leipzig, you can see that the layers of reinforcing steel run in both directions in the floor. The problem is even more apparent when you look at how a floor opening is made in a beam-type floor, such as a timber joist floor, for example. If you compare the installation of stairs running parallel and at right angles to the span width, you can see that the staircase running at right angles to it requires a number of specially cut joists or trimmers, whereas the parallel staircase requires no special adaptation as long as the stairs are no wider than the distance between the floor joists. This is confirmed by an analysis of the flow of forces. The parallel stairs are easy to fit since, though the joists on either side of the opening have to absorb the point loads from the stairs, they have only half the tributary area of the other joists, and there is therefore no need to change their dimensions. The stairs at right angles, on the other hand, require the load to be diverted via trimmer joists that once again transfer high point loads to individual joists. As a result, the joists will have different dimensions. Here in the Hauenstein house, the stairs were placed at right angles to the span direction of the floor. The consequences are clear to see. The trimmer joist along the floor opening is taller and wider than the other floor joists because it has to absorb the load from the other 8 trimmed or bridging joists. The resulting design problem is solved by setting the underside of the joist at the same height as the other joists and concealing the projecting joist in the floor structure above. Summary. There are two ways of making openings for stairs in a floor: parallel to the span direction or at right angles to it. Parallel stairs are easy to fit. The joists on either side of the opening simply have to absorb the point loads from the stairs, and the joist dimensions do not need to be changed. When stairs are set at right angle to the span direction, considerable effort is required to divert the loads via trimmer joists, causing significant point loads on individual joists and so requiring joists of different dimensions. Our next series of films looks at pitched roofs. We hope you will be able to join us.